So I had my buddy Crazy Al come over the other night and talk about the reel that we had on Instagram that went crazy viral, like 1.2 million views. But he also brought over some tiki mugs that he wanted to auction off for charity. But I had no idea that this conversation would lead me to go to a massive Grammy Award-winning rock star's house. Let's watch that video.
I'm gonna put this up for auction and raise money for Maui Strong. All of my friends in Maui say just give money to Maui Strong and they'll know what to do with it and get Lahaina back, you know, where it was, because now we're coming up on the anniversary, 1 year anniversary of the Lahaina fire, which is pretty devastating.
I can't believe it happened a year ago. I ended up creating a lamp that was auctioned off, and the money I raised for that went to the Maui Food Bank.
Oh, so, nice. I did a couple of things on my own. You don't want to forget about those.
No.
You know, they're still rebuilding.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and tell me about Tiki Rob.
So he lived on Maui, incredible graphic designer and artist. He was collecting all of my tiki mugs at some point. And then he's like, I'm not gonna collect anymore, I'm gonna start making these things.
Okay.
And so he became in his own right a very successful tiki mug designer and maker. Unfortunately, the old cancer man came around and took Rob away, God bless his soul.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But his last piece was, I think, this one. Mm-hmm. He glazed a bunch himself right before he passed away, but there was a lot of unglazed mugs.
Okay.
And so Kabali actually dispersed those unglazed mugs, and I got a few of them. And it was Tiki Rob's last venture, I believe. But I'm glazing my own Tiki Rob mug.
Okay.
And so the very first one that I've done, if you can see, it's kind of like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
So is this on eBay now?
I'm gonna start the auction August 8th, which is the anniversary.
Okay.
It's signed 1 of 1 and my name on there and the date of 8/8/24.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's exciting.
And who manufactured this?
The sponsor of Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour, Tiki Farm, the largest manufacturer, designer, and producer of tiki mugs.
Of course. And the maker of this in 2004.
And this guy.
And that guy.
Yeah.
The #1 top tiki mug of all time.
Appreciate your charity on that kind of thing, because you could obviously take that and turn it and sell it yourself and, you know, make a bunch of money, but it's nice to be able to give
His
back.
last mug went for like $9 grand or something.
9?
Right? Yeah, but it was a beautiful gift to the family.
Yeah.
And it was right before you take off to the great beyond, someone pays that much for one of your mugs. It was like, that's amazing. So, this was actually almost a second thought, because I was cleaning out my garage. I have to figure out what I'm doing for the summer, and I have this little summer ceramics camp where I go to Flagstaff, Arizona, where my parents had a little place, and now it's my place. And I see this box that I've had for 12 years with 6 Sammy Hagar mugs in it. Now talk about Tiki Farm. I produced that, and Tiki Farm sold it for me. Tiki Farm sold 100 of those things in like 8 minutes for $100 each. And it was like the whole Sammy Hagar thing is a big, long story if you want to get into that.
Well, I know that your band performed with Sammy Hagar. My band also performed with Sammy Hagar in Las Vegas.
Right, and this was all when he was launching Sammy Hagar's Beach Bar Rum.
That's right, Beach Bar Rum.
The story goes, Sammy Hagar's like bullshitting with his buddy. He's like, I'm gonna hire Dick Dale to launch my, new rum. And this guy, Joel, is like, hey, Dick Dale's kind of a dick. Now, God rest his soul and everything.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But he's like, don't hire Dick Dale. He's a pain in the ass.
I've also heard that. And the Hula Girls have played with him also.
Hire this band Ape, because he was a huge fan of ours.
Yeah.
Sammy finds our video. He's like, oh my God, we have to hire Ape because they got a tiki carver and blah, blah. So he hires us. We played the Sweetwater in Marin there, and we got to meet him. He came up on stage. He's playing Misrulu, and then we kind of went into like some Creedence Clearwater Revival, and we went all over the place. It was a fun night.
Your band is essentially like tropical island calypso mixed with surf, right?
It's all the above, and
Reggae.
I coined the phrase exotica rock.
Ooh.
And now the boys are calling themselves Rockzotica.
Rockzotica.
Yeah. If Martin Denny was played by The Who, that's kind of our goal.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
We actually, in 2020, launched our first all original release on collectible vinyl.
Okay.
ApeSupersonic.com.
So you have these Sammy mugs.
Yeah.
What's the plan with those things?
Oh, should I bring them out?
Yeah. Or you can just have them magically appear. Oh my God. Look at these. Very nice. Wow.
So my buddy Eric Rindall, that I went to Art Center with, we have this working relationship with Sammy Hagar, and he has this new rum, and he's like, "Hey Al, let's pitch Sammy Hagar a tiki mug." So Eric did a little thumbnail sketch of playing the whatever, Sammy's Red Rocker guitar there.
I think that's
and so I went on the internet and got a little picture of that, and then so this was 2012, which was just after he hired us. And so we just said, "Hey, Sammy, let's do a tiki mug for your rum." And he's like, "That's a great idea." So we did 250 originally. And he signed each one on the back with a Sharpie. That was a fun thing. And got to know him, just totally down to earth. Superstar, megastar that is just like, has no idea he's a superstar, megastar? I don't know. There's no wall between you and him.
Right.
It's fucking great.
But also like wildly wealthy from his tequila.
He sold his tequila for $100 million.
If anybody wants to buy Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour, I'm more affordable than that. You can have the whole show. Hell, you can have my dog. You have Al.
That's right. Like I said, Tiki Farm sold those things in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
When you make mugs, you can't just make 250. You have to do what they call over pours. In case you break a couple.
Oh, sure.
And you do artist proofs with these and stuff. So I had 6 of these I found in a box, and so I labeled them OP, over pour.
Okay.
And then this is a one of one, so this is a one of a kind of thing. There's 3 one of a kind, and then there's an addition of 3, and it says on here 1 of 3.
Okay.
Over pour, 1 of 3. Then it has the Lahaina fire date anniversary on there, because originally I was like, I will raise a shitload of money a year later, because everyone's forgotten about the fire by now.
Right.
And lo and behold, like literally as soon as I finished these, California went up in flames. Like the Paradise Fire, that was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all burning, and that might actually burn again kind of thing.
Oh, no, okay.
So I'm gonna auction off all these for fire relief.
Oh.
If you notice, no signature.
Right.
Like I said, Sammy signed 250 of the first ones. And then the second run, we just did a decal.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like, he's on tour right now, like with his super rock star band.
Right.
They're touring like crazy right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, I'll never get him to sign this. I sent him an email. Ladies and gentlemen, he answered. And he said, come on by, sign them. So you want to get these signed?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
And so just like that, Crazy Al and I set off down Pacific Coast Highway.
It just literally occurred to me that I'm driving to the house of the guy who sang in Van Halen. Like, what? I sincerely cannot believe that you were able to pull this off.
It's ridiculous. The guy, worked with him 12 years ago. I sent him an email, hey, I got an idea to raise some money for Maui Fire, and he's like, I love it! Come on by the house!
Come on by the house.
Yeah.
What rock star just invites you to his house?
It's beyond ridiculous. Super cool.
It's Matt Marble for Sammy Hagar.
Okay, I've seen the name before.
Okay, thank you. Sammy Hagar.
Sammy greeted us wearing swim trunks and bare feet. He invited us in. We walked through his beautiful beachside mansion and out to the patio overlooking the ocean.
So, wait a minute, you go by just Al or Crazy Al?
Mr. Al. Let's do this. Can I call you Mr. Sammy? You can call me Mr. Al.
Okay. Well, Mr. Al.
Yes.
So, what's the story behind? I mean, I know when you made this first run of these, but where'd these come from? Are these?
Well, these basically were the 6 that I've been that were in my garage for like 12 years when we did the original one with you, and you signed like 250 of them.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, what am I going to do with these? And And then I realized, oh, the anniversary of the Maui fire is coming up. I'll glaze them. Hopefully, I can have Sammy sign them.
Hell yeah.
And so here we are.
Maui's such a small little place.
Lahaina is gone.
And it's gone. I mean, I lived in Maui
Yeah.
for 27 years. I had a house over there. And man, it's just like, what a big change. So, you know, we spend a lot of time over there. And I think they need the help more because it's like I say, you know, California, United States is a big thing, you know, but this is such an isolated little place over there. Seeing the community come together is really important. So that's my bet. But I'll sign this thing and you can, I trust that you will.
Were saying you have a partner in the beach bar rum?
Yeah, the most handsome man in rock and roll.
Ooh.
Who would that be?
General Hospital's
There
finest.
you go. A guy that dresses up in a doctor's uniform.
Nice.
The women go crazy over doctors. What's up with that shit?
That's pretty good.
But he's always after Jesse's girl.
So tomorrow I got a date with Rick Springfield. Thanks to you. He's going to sign these.
Look, for me to sign that small, you know something's wrong. I have a lot of respect for Rick. Otherwise, I just do the thing and say, "Hey, good luck finding a spot, pal." But I'm not like that. And you're going to sign him too, or you already signed?
It's signed on the bottom already. I can engrave mine in there. So.
Then I can take up half of this.
Yes, for sure.
I went short on the first two. Now, so Rick Springfield calls me up. He did one of my songs. I wrote this song called "I've Done Everything for You," and it wasn't a hit for me, but he recorded it. And it was a huge hit, you know. And I used to ask him way back in the 80s, you know, 85 or something. I said, man, Rick, why do you think, you know, this song Bomb for Me was a hit for you? He goes, dude, I'm better looking than you.
Of course.
Yeah,
brutal.
We became friends. So, you know, that's the kind of thing you say, you know, you either punch the guy in the face or you put your hand out and say, you know what, you're right. But I've aged better. Yeah, sorry, Rick. Yeah, I've aged well. You know, as young men, you were more handsome than me. But as an old man, I got you beat. Anyway, so last but not least, Rick calls me and says, well, we've been friends a long time. He says, hey, I want to get in the rum business. Can you help me out? You know, you got any ideas? You know, just put me in touch with somebody. So I'm a Hemingway guy. Rum is, you know, my favorite drink. And I said, look, I got a rum company. You know, why don't you just buy part of my company? So he did. He wrote me a check, and he's a partner. And he's a great partner because he really, he tours a lot more than me. You know what I mean? He does, I do about 25, 30 shows a year. I'm going to do about 40 shows this year. Hard work for me. You know?
Was it?
Well,
it's not that I don't love it. I just care too much, man. I don't want to go out and just do a half-ass show. So I give it my all and I walk. And, you know, I can barely walk after a show anymore. But it's all good. Now, Rick also gave me this guitar. Now, I'm not sure about anything like this. I don't want to cause no rumors, but so maybe Rick will donate one of these.
Oh,
hey,
that'd be
Rick,
cool.
wouldn't that be cool?
That
Rick?
would be great.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, the cause, you know what I mean? I ain't signing this one because he gave me this one. This is for Rick.
Oh, so cool.
All right.
So, but you know, it's
It's a jazz master. It looks like
it's got the ape and hula girl sound.
Yeah, it sounds like you're going to start a surf band.
Awesome. Well, which one of these is your favorite? Do you think?
Well, you know what? I was tripping.
We got the red rocker. We got the seafoam, the classic seafoam green.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like my thing for the islands, you know, in Vegas, where you guys are playing, and where you guys are going to play.
Oh,
I already
really?
told my manager.
Oh yeah, what is that?
Sammy's Island.
Yeah.
So Sam hired Ape to promote or launch actually Sammy's Beach Bar Rum.
Mm-hmm.
That was 12 years ago, and now he's got a venue at the Palms, Vegas. Ape's going to be there on September 21st, and I want to make sure one of your fans or one of our fans has a. These will be on eBay. Mug people are vicious, so one of these is going to go to our gig, and we'll auction it off on the stage.
I like that. Now, if you want my favorite one, I got to say it is.
So it's the Red Rocker.
It looks the texture and the color of this. It looks like it's wood, you know. Now, this is my second favorite, and it could be my first because it goes. I mean, it's so funny that look at
it matches.
It's my shirt from the place, and there it is. It's like, you know, those colors are the shit. Look at my bracelet, my tattoos, everything.
That's cool. Well, I had no idea. So I just know seafoam green is
very cool.
Is the most vintage surf deal on the planet. So
my art director, the guy that does all my brands and all my record labels and record album covers. All that. He does everything for me for 100 years. Todd Galappo, Meat and Potatoes, his name is coming. You know, he designed this tiki for my rum. This is me. This is mine. That's Sammy Hagar. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I mean, no, you're a tiki guy, so you know, they have to have a character. So
right.
This is me, and he did this. This is the Santo is my tequila company. So and you know, he did Cabo Wabo.
Oh, nice.
Even way back then.
Right.
And you know, I'm like a NASCAR guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My shit don't come off.
Yeah.
You need Marlboro and
You don't have tattoos.
Not one. I'm like a naturalist.
I got you. No, you know
Yeah,
what I
I'm
mean?
a
That's
naturalist.
a
Yeah.
thing in itself too. I guess.
I was going to ask you about like piercings. I used to have piercings and I let them go.
I've got one too. Just one when I was 17 years old. And brother, I'm 77 next month, so that's a
Oh, there
long
we
time.
go. Nice.
Well, October, 2 months from now. But I had one too, and I can't stand anything in my ears. I can't stand
Rings.
I
Me
can't
too.
wear
I
rings.
can't do
This
rings.
is okay because they're flip floppy. And actually, when I take them off, I'm always going like this. Oh fuck, they're gone. You know?
Do you use in-ear monitors?
No,
It would probably drive you nuts, huh?
I can't put things in my ears.
Right.
You know. Yeah, I'm not big on. Yeah, you didn't bring your axe and all that shit with you, did you?
No, I
all
left
these
it.
palm trees.
I was told to leave it. I was told to leave it at home.
Yeah,
So-
I'm afraid my neighbors might see you coming, man. It's like
You got to see the tiki that he carved in my front yard because you need to get him to
I
carve
s-
one of yours here.
I saw that thing. Oh fuck, man, that's beautiful. Yeah,
Pretty
honestly,
wild,
I
right?
thought about it. You know, this is not the house for it, but I do have a house that my house in Cabo.
Yeah.
If you ever come down to Cabo,
Oh yeah.
I've got a bunch of palm trees in my house. But no, just come down and stay in Cabo for 4 or 5 days on me and fucking carve my. I got
We should
palm
turn
trees
that
all
into
over
an
my house.
episode.
Yeah,
That'd be
there you
fun.
go.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious.
Okay.
That would be fucking great. I got to get off this tour and get rested and then start throwing rum tiki parties again. So I can hang with you guys.
That'd be amazing. All right.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Let's get these up for auction.
Yeah. Okay. This one for the highest bidder. It better be high, otherwise I'm buying it. Okay. So just remember, you're bidding against me already, so you're in trouble. My two faves, these two. And you're bidding against me on these two.
Amazing.
I'm telling you.
All right. Excellent.
Cool.
Big Al, they call him.
Thank you so much, Sammy.
And so Crazy Al and I packed up his signed mugs and headed back for Costa Mesa to put these things up on eBay. There's a link in the description below for you to bid on these incredible once-in-a-lifetime mugs. As we were leaving, Sammy gave us both some signed bottles of Beach Bar rum, as well as some incredible Santo tequila. Thank you again to Sammy Hagar for the hospitality and for helping us help out the people of Maui.